Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I am back to show how to cover a notebook. And this time we're going to do something I haven't done before and experiment with using half of a laminate pouch. So I have this pattern that I printed. The graphic came from Pixabay, and I was going to use it back during when the time changed or whatever, but I ended up not using it. So I'm going to use this graphic on the cover of this notebook, and I'm going to laminate it first. This is a Moleskine pocket-sized notebook. I got it from Target on clearance years ago. You can see where the sun has changed the color. This is where the label was, but no worries, we're going to cover that up. So again, this is printed on sticker paper. I'm not sure that this is laser safe, laser printer safe, and the reason why that matters is because if it's laser safe, then that means it's heat safe. And being that we're going to run this through the laminator, it matters if it's heat safe. So I suggest that before you do this, that you make sure whatever you're doing or whatever you're using is heat safe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use just regular 3mm laminate. So let me get a laminate pouch out. I'm sure there's several different ways that you can do this. But the one that comes to mind is make sure that your graphic is bigger than what you're going to cover, and it is. We don't want any laminate to hang over, so we're going to trim it down. And first I'm just going to go ahead and dive in and trim off where the two pieces connect. So I'm going to disconnect them. I don't want any laminate hanging off the edge of the paper. So I'm going to separate these. Save this other piece for another project. If I can get them apart. There we go. Try not to touch the inside too much. And then I'm just going to try and line that up with my graphic. Like I said, I don't want anything hanging off, so I'm going to trim off where it would be hanging off at, like so. And try to trim. You can use your paper trimmer for this. I just don't see the need to pull it out. The reason why you don't want any hanging off is because you don't want it, when you run it through, you don't want it to stick to your laminator. And I'm cutting this at a very awkward angle. Okay, so now I'm gonna make sure the laminator is good and hot. And run this through. See what happens. And you could put a carrier sheet over this to protect it. You could put a carrier sheet under it if you're not sure about your laminate being cut where it's not gonna hang over the paper. But so far it looks like it's worked well. I'm not worried about my paper too much. I was pretty sure that it was inkjet and laser safe, but it's best if you check first. I was just too lazy to go check. Okay, now I'm gonna run mine through one more time just to be on the safe side and just to see what happens. I don't know why I always feel the need to do that, but I do always feel the need to run things through twice. I always feel like if I don't, something's gonna happen. So I think that came out pretty nice. So now you know, just make sure you have heat safe sticker paper and you can do it. So I'm just gonna trim off. I know my notebook is 5.5 inches, so I'm gonna trim it to that, maybe a little longer. Check and check again. And then I'm gonna trim one side to get us started. So of course it's starting to curl up, and I think that's more to do with the laminate and the heat. But let's get started. And you can reinforce the sticker paper with liquid glue if you feel like you need to. Let's see, I'm gonna try and line this up as straight as possible because this isn't removable sticker paper. So once it's down, it's pretty much down. And I am only doing the edge just to make sure. Let's try it from this direction. Maybe I can see a little bit better doing it this way. Okay. There's that. Is that the front? That was another thing I need to make sure, yes. So making sure I'm putting the front on the front, even though that clock is upside down. They're all going different directions. I'm not gonna worry about it. This main clock is in the center. Let's see, yeah, they're all going in different directions. Okay, let's go ahead and put it down. I'm just pulling back the sticker paper backing, and I'm gonna roll the notebook over. I mentioned this in the video I did with the washi tape. You don't want to open your notebook out flat and just put the cover on that way. You want to put the cover on with the notebook folded. If you put the cover on with the notebook flat, when you get ready to fold it, it's going to pull on the cover, and you're going to have, your cover is not going to be all the way to the edge. It's going to either pull it off the front, the back, or both. So you want to just roll it over while the notebook is folded. And let's see, make sure everything is still lined up on the back. I kind of like this single piece of laminate look. Okay, and I'm going to try and save this piece of sticker paper with the laminate on it. I don't know what I would use it for, but I don't want to take the backing off of that big of a piece. So we're going to save that like so. And there we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim this up. All right, so it's all trimmed up and pretty, and I like that. It feels like I bought it that way. The laminate really makes it feel super nice. My cutting on the inside is not that great. Okay, so yeah, it looks really nice. The color is pretty too. Okay, so we have our notebook. Okay, so that's it for this video. That was a great experiment. I like the way it turned out. As you can see, it's popping open. That may be, again, because of the laminate. So maybe once this folded area relaxes, it won't do that. But you could always put a clip on it to hold it closed, just to train it to close. Let's see, that one. Maybe put it on the spine, I don't know. Anywho, for a day or so, just to train it to stay closed. I think that's the only drawback that I see, is the laminate does cause it to pop open. Other than that, it's awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also, check us out over at patreon.com/Scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for craft videos and junk journals. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. Visit my website and shop at Scrapcraftastic.com. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.